Welcome back to another episode of What's the Business with your host with the most, the one and only Soul Cole. Make sure you subscribe to us online, ladies and gentlemen, at the YouTube channel, which I cleverly hid under the title Soul Cole. That's youtube.com/SOULCOLE, the number 4SHO. Today, ladies and gentlemen, for our industry interview, I could not be more enthusiastic. I could not be more excited about this man who is joining us in the studio today. He is none other than co-head coach and defensive coordinator of the not one, not two, but three-time national championship deserving team, the Los Angeles Temptation of the LFL. This is my main man, Tui. I'm going to ask him to pronounce his last name because I am not islandly inclined. And I'm so sorry for that, sir. But Tui, what's the business, man? How are you?
How you doing,
Good to see you, man.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Now, first of all, you have to, I'm not even going to try to butcher your last name because then I might offend you. And that is the last thing I want. You are a huge human being.
Oh, you're my friend.
And the last thing I would ever want is to piss you off. So, how do you say it?
Last name is Sui.
Sui?
Ao.
Ao?
Noah.
Oh, Sui Ao Noah.
That's it.
Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought.
See?
Aloha. Just kidding. So, talk to me a little bit about what it is, first of all, what it is that you do and where people can check out online what it is that you do. What's the business?
I'm a football coach for the Los Angeles Temptations of the Women's Arena Football League.
Okay.
They're called the Legends Football League. That's the name of our company. And I've been there for the last 6 years. And you can find us on Facebook. We have the Legends Football League on Facebook. And you can also go to our website, www.lflus.com, if you want to know anything about our league and the teams that are involved in the league.
Very nice. I have to sit up straight. So I realize there's a whole lot of super attractive women watching this interview right now. No offense to my beautiful wife. I love you, baby. But I'm just saying, I gotta sit up straight. There's a lot of very tough, very beautiful women watching. So, Dewey, the Los Angeles Temptation is a part of a league that consists of how many other teams?
Well, this year we have 6 teams.
Okay.
We started off with 10, then it went to 12, and then we went down to 6 this year, but we're going back up to 10, I think, next year.
Is that because a lot of players died? Because I've seen footage of what this looks like, and these women look like they are trying to kill each other.
Oh, they got
literally.
to. They literally have to. They have to
I
play
know.
just like
No,
the
I've
guys.
seen it. I know.
That's
That's
what
what I'm
If people
asking.
are going to come watch the game, they got to play just like the guys. Go out there and try to tear each other's head off.
Very nice, very nice. Now, if I'm not mistaken, again, as always, I like to say shout out to our stellar research department that have informed me that lflus.com/LA Temptation is the best place to look you guys up.
Yep.
Is that right?
Pretty much. That'll
Okay.
take you straight to our team.
You can buy
webpage.
tickets there. You can shop
It'll
for
give you the
things.
information on where to get the tickets at.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Can they get gear like this great shirt that you have?
Once our gear shop opens up, yeah, they can get all the
Fantastic.
gear you want.
Fantastic. I love it. Well, let's rewind just for a second. I want to sit back and get comfortable here. It's one of the best parts of my job when I get to stop talking and everybody at home goes, yes, he's going to shut up. Finally. Let somebody talk. Talk to me about your sports background and how it is that you progressed from participating in sports to leading a team in sports.
Well,
What's the business?
I started playing football at Carson High School in Carson, California.
Shout out to Carson.
Right.
Where hopefully the new LA stadium is going.
They're not doing too well right now, but anyways.
We can keep dreaming.
Went on from Carson High School to El Camino Junior College. Played at El Camino Junior College where we won our first national championship for that school in 1987. The Ring National Championship
Woo!
here.
Bling, bling.
So then from there to the University of Hawaii, and then that was pretty much it. And then I ended up in the semi-pro league. Well, it's more of a minor league football pro league called the California Bears. It was the first one of its kind back in 1990.
Okay.
Where my head coach was Rod Martin of the LA Raiders back then.
No kidding.
Yeah, Super Bowl pro, all-pro guy, and he was my linebacker coach. He was my head coach who taught me how to play the linebacker position. And I went on from there and got a tryout with the Raiders back in 97.
So you used to take quarterbacks' heads off
Yep,
on a regular basis?
had to.
Okay.
And I teach my players the same thing.
There you go. I like it. Now, from there, where do we end up with you running a team, or, well, I should say co-running a team as co-head coach and defensive coordinator for the lovely, the beautiful, and the tough as nails Los Angeles Temptation. What's the business?
Well, I was coaching men's football for over 7 years. I was a defensive line coach for Redondo Beach High School for 3 years, and then I coached at Carson High School for 2 years, and then I coached at El Camino College for 2 years. And then I just kind of took a break from coaching, and I was focusing more on my kids because they were playing sports at the time, so I was being the sports dad.
Very nice.
And then a buddy of mine named David Bizup, who's the head coach of the Los Angeles Temptations, he called me up, and he found out I wasn't coaching anymore, and he asked me if I would help him coach this women's league.
Okay.
And I was like, sure, I'll come help you. I didn't know it was going to be this women's league. And when I showed up, I was like dumbfounded. I was like shocked at first. So I was pretty much wearing my sunglasses for about the first month before I turned back into my regular coaching style. Sunglasses came off and I was back into coaching mode. But that's how I got into the league, through him, and he helped me get in there, and then I've been with him ever since.
Very nice, very nice. Now, where was this that you first showed up after you got that phone call? Because I'm guessing that
I was living
you and the ladies probably don't practice at the Coliseum here in Los Angeles.
Oh no, we practiced at where was our first practice? Oh, it was in Carson, California, at Carriage Crest Park.
Okay.
That's where we had our practices at for the first 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so he called me when I was living in Lomita. So I met him. We went over there, and that's when we had our practices with the girls. And I met everybody from the team.
Now, do all these ladies drive themselves to and from the practices, the games, all this stuff? Is there a team bus? Is there how does the whole transportation situation? Because if you showed up your first day, obviously you must have driven yourself.
Yes, I did.
But I'm wondering whether or not there are other transportation arrangements within this organization for these players, coaches, etc.
Transportation arrangements are made for the team only for traveling around. But as far as practice is concerned, where those girls drive themselves to practice.
Okay.
Because our girls are spread out all over the place, from San Fernando Valley to Rancho Cucamonga. We have girls in Aliso Viejo that live out there that have to drive all of them. We had girls from San Diego.
Wow.
Because they don't have a team, but they want to be on our team, and they would drive all the way back to LA just to practice and then go back home. Yeah. So pretty much the girls do their own traveling, but when it comes to away games, league pays for everything.
How cool.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Well, we have a lot more to discuss, ladies and gentlemen, so please do not go anywhere. Your main man, Soul Cole, right here. This is, of course, What's the Business, your home for everything, the hottest, the newest, the latest, the greatest of what's going on in and around the South Bay, throughout the Southland, and shortly, internationally, nationally. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. We have co-head coach and defensive coordinator of the amazing Los Angeles Temptation, 3-time league champion Los Angeles Temptation in the house, and he is not going anywhere, right? Sticking around?
I'm not going anywhere.
Because our lovely on-set celebrity mixologist has something that I believe she is about to prepare for you, and so let's go ahead and throw it over to the amazing, the luscious, the sultry Sarah. What's the business?
I feel so bad. I'm in misery. Help me out, somebody.
We're back here on What's the Business with Soul Cole. Of course, shooting live as always from sunny Hermosa Beach, California, here at Studio 637. And I'm in the house with the main man himself, co-head coach and defensive coordinator of the fantastic 3-time LFL champion Los Angeles Temptation, 2A what's the business, my man?
How you doing, brother?
It's always good to see you, man. And we've been talking about some great things already. But Sultry Sarah just prepared a little something.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and get our little cheers on, if we can.
I just happen to be thirsty.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you, sir. She's good.
Now, in a production meeting, Sultry Sarah and I were discussing things that were going to be prepared for the October guests that were coming on. And we decided that beer is very football. Is it not?
Yes, it is.
It is. And cider is somewhat like beer, but yet maybe just a little bit feminine or just a little bit sweeter. And this man coaches a team that plays football, but is just a little sweeter, at least to look at. A little easier on the eye.
Right.
And slightly more feminine.
Right.
Somewhat like cider is to beer in a relationship. So we decided we'd have a nice ice cold cider. So cheers to that. And cheers, of course, once again, to the gorgeous Sultry Sarah.
Way to go, sir.
Hearing this for us.
Thank you very much.
Now, LFLUS.com/Los Angeles Temptation. Is that correct?
That is
Or is
correct.
it LFLUS.com/LA Temptation?
LA Temptations.
LA Temptation.
Or
ladies and
Los
gentlemen.
Angeles Temptations.
Now, they are one of the most badass group of women I have ever seen in my entire life. Okay? If you visit the website, which we just named, you can actually watch a clip and see just how rough and tumble this really is. Because if you don't think that women playing football is for real, I challenge any of you tough guys out there to step on the field with any of these women and not get torn to shreds. Correct or incorrect, sir?
Very correct.
Absolutely. Now, you guys play on your home field, which is the Coliseum,
Yes.
right here in Los Angeles. It is a former Olympic venue, is it not?
Yes, it is.
What does that feel like to play in a venue of that sports history and that sports magnitude? What's the business?
For all the women that come in there and play in that arena, it's beautiful. The awe and the aura of the whole aspect and all the traditions and that's taking place at that arena just brings out so much more in you when you step onto that field with USC, the LA Raiders, the Olympics that went on there. So many great sports have been played in that arena that when these girls come out there and they realize where they're at, it just takes on a whole new level of their persona. And they just come out there and just really get into the game more because of the whole, aura of everything. And it's great, and it makes for a good game when you come out there and when you have all these girls pumped up like that.
Absolutely. Now, for those who've never seen any LFL, these women are in pads, correct?
Yes, they are.
They are in full-on football helmets,
More hockey helmets.
well, hockey helmets,
Right.
because they have the plexiglass
Exactly.
face mask, correct? Protects the eyes. And it is full contact.
It is.
It is mostly dressed, correct?
Mostly,
Mostly.
right.
Right. And like I said, there is a bit of a feminine spin to it, ladies and gentlemen. They don't look exactly like the NFL players that you're used to seeing on television. But speaking of television, can they or can they not find you on Fuse channel?
We are.
FUSE,
Yes, we are. Fuse TV.
right? Every Saturday night?
Every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
All right, 9/8 Central, ladies and gentlemen. Check out Fuse. Look up in your local cable listings where you can find the channel FUSE. And therefore, go and check out the LFL as these women kick the living out of each other. All right, like my self-censoring. It's pretty skilled there. Now, what would you say to detractors or people that I've heard from who would say that this organization has somewhat of a sexist or a sexualized drive behind the marketing and just its inception? Because I don't necessarily think so.
Right.
I believe that women who can kick ass and take names fully deserve national television showcasing,
Right.
regardless of what they have on.
You and a million other guys out there.
Well, I know. But at the same time, your response indeed kind of goes into what I was saying, because there are definitely some people that are out there that would say, because these women are not fully dressed or are not in maybe what you would call full uniforms, would say it's a little over-sexualized. What do you think? What's the business?
Well, our girls pretty much wear more than what you would see a beach volleyball player wear.
True.
We got helmets, we got shoulder pads, knee pads, elbow pads, gloves. The only thing different is they just wear sports bottoms and sports tops
Okay.
as we play. But we don't hide anything in this league. We know sex sells, and that is the sexiness of our game.
True.
And that's what brings people to the game and to the arenas. But it's the action, the play action of these women when they get out there on the field that keeps them in their seats. You know, we draw all the younger crowds, the men. But you would think it's just men that come to these games, but it's not. A lot of women are showing up to these games now because a lot of these girls have friends, fans, and everybody that are out there. And they come out there and they see what these girls are doing and they love it. You know, they're out there, support them. These girls are empowered by the way they look physically. You know, they go out there and work hard for the way they look, their bodies. They train to look the way they do. And they go out there and they showcase what it is that they train for. And that's why so many people come out and support them. These girls are, you know, they stand up for one another. They back each other up on this. And there's tons of people out there. Tons. I mean, millions of guys out there that love this game. And we're going to continue on. That's why we've been around for the last 6 years.
Absolutely. And out of 6 years, 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken, belong, championship-wise, to the one and only Los Angeles Temptation. 3-peat champions.
Yep.
Let me once again check my stellar facts from our research department here on What's the Business. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is 2010, 2011, and 2012
Yes, it is.
that you won the national championship. How does that feel?
Great. Awesome. Especially when we weren't supposed to be winning those championships.
Really?
Yeah. We were the underdogs the first year.
Really?
Dallas was the one who was kicking everybody's butt the first year. We came into the playoffs seeded number 4.
Okay.
And we ended up kicking Dallas's butt in the playoffs, going on to the championship, and we ended up beating Chicago for the championship. So
Okay.
it was a great moment for that team. You know, especially when you want your team. I've won a national championship, and I've wanted our girls to feel what it feels like to win a national championship. And they came into that game focused, ready, and they just tore everybody up. New assholes.
Tore everybody a new. Yeah, it's okay. We're online.
Sorry,
You
yeah.
can
Well,
say whatever you please.
They did that, and
Tore everybody a new culo. When in doubt, use otras lenguas. All right. So, is there a cup? Is there a trophy? Is
There's
there
a trophy.
what? There is a
yeah,
trophy.
we got the championship trophy.
Is that on display somewhere?
It's in the LFL office.
Okay, which is where?
It's in Costa Mesa.
Okay, right on.
All 3 of them are over there.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Now, do the ladies get to like parade that around after winning each year? Is there a certain event or something recognition-wise that happens?
We haven't done that yet. When we did that, I don't know if that was in at the time, going around parading that around because our sport just started.
Right.
You know, it was new to everybody. I don't know if they wanted us
New?
parading. New.
Oh, it was new.
New.
Sorry, new. Sorry. Must be losing my hearing in my old age, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. That's fantastic, man. All right, so LFL on Fuse every Saturday, 9/8 Central, 6 o'clock out here on the West Coast. You guys are LFLUS.com.
Yes, we are.
/LA Temptation.
Also
You guys
on
play
Facebook.
right there at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
Yep, we'll be
So
there next
anybody local here in the Los Scandalous area, as I like to call it, can go see you guys right down there at that mecca of sports history. Now, are you ready for a couple last-minute lightning round type of questions?
Oh, here we go.
Are you ready? Now, this is the beauty of shooting live, ladies and gentlemen, and fully unscripted. I get a couple talking points from the research department, and then we make all the rest of this up on the spot. What is the single best moment of your coaching career in the LFL? What's the business?
The first championship.
Yeah?
Yeah, winning the first championship and bringing it home to those girls who've never won one before. That was a great feeling. So that was the best moment that I had.
What is the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you on or off the field, coaching-wise?
Probably when I fell coming out of the locker room. I didn't see one of the girls' helmet in the way when I was walking out, and the cameras were there interviewing everybody in the hallway. And as I was walking out, I opened the door and I tripped over and I fell on the ground. Then all the cameras went straight down to me, and I was kind of crawled back into the locker room.
So you metaphorically stepped on one of your players' heads?
Yeah. Oh, helmets.
Yeah, metaphorically. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Very nice. Now, what do you think is the most embarrassing moment for any of your players throughout your coaching history? Because I've seen women get knocked over that wall on the side of the field.
Right.
It is arena style, right? It's a little bit shorter field, but you have that padded wall barrier, and they go straight into it,
Yes.
just like hockey. Mm-hmm. what do you think is the most embarrassing moment any of your players on the Temptation have ever experienced?
Probably when their top came off going over the wall, and the kid's face in the front seat, just the way he looks.
Single best experience of that kid's life. Absolutely. 100%. I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm just being real.
Oh, he learned real quick.
That's real. And last but not least, your favorite play in your sports history, what's the business?
Favorite play? When a new rookie who no one's ever heard of comes out and goes against top veterans in the game who think they're the best in the game. And you have this new rookie who comes out here, nobody knows who she is, and she goes out there and burns the crap out of them, making them look stupid like they were first-year players. That is an awesome feeling.
Very nice, very nice. But what about you personally in your sports history? What is your standout best memory? Best play, best anything?
Sacking the quarterback when you need them to in the fourth quarter and your team needs to hold them from winning the game. They're driving down, and then all of a sudden they got fourth down coming, and they're still going for it, and you come around the corner and you level that quarterback, and he's kind of like passed out, and you're standing over him like, that's what happens. You play this game.
That's what's the business, ladies and gentlemen. Co-head coach, defensive coordinator of the three-time LFL champion Los Angeles Temptation. Tui is in the house with your man Soul Cole. It has been an absolute pleasure and an honor to have this guy on the show today. And because you have an island background, I thought it only fitting to have the beginning of our musical guest segment for today's episode be of an island nature as well.
Sweet.
Because as you all know who have been watching all throughout Rocktober, that's right, the month of October, we are featuring official professional music videos from previous guests live here in the studio, but so you can see their professional side outside of gigging around town or hanging out with Soul Cole. So here is our main man, Mr. Wise 100 Doors, the Fijian phenomenon himself, with the anthem of the town where we shoot this show. Check out Welcome to Hermosa. This is What's the Business. Cheers,
Yeah.
Tui.
I love Wise.
Summertime in California, Hermosa Beach is a place to be. Take a stroll down the strand with me. You'll be amazed what your eyes will see. Beach volleyball with your friends today. Hearties in bikinis, sweating away. Soaking up the sun, it's a beautiful day. Living the beach life day to day, yeah. Welcome to Hermosa, the best little beach in California, yeah. Welcome to Hermosa, the best little beach in California. Surfers on the water, catching a break, on the lookout for that perfect wave. Skaters all around, rum in the streets, Hermosa Avenue to Manhattan Beach. We got live music all year around. Sundays reggae at the Lighthouse, Friday at Malloy's, Wise is down. Chris Hanna's got the Stingray crowd, yeah. Welcome to Hermosa, the best little beach in California, yeah. Welcome to Hermosa, the best little beach in California, oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Trench Town Band, they be rocking the house. From St. Rock to the House of Blues, Hermosa's finest is where we at. Just like Jeremy Bach and the band. If you don't know, well now you know. If you wanna dance, we've got DJs at Sharky's, Waterman's, Ocean Bar, Shores and Boogaloos not too far, yeah. Welcome to Hermosa, the best little beach in California, yeah. Welcome to Hermosa, the best little beach beach here in California. Oh yeah, welcome to Hermosa, the best little beach here in California. Oh yeah, welcome to Hermosa.
Welcome back to What's the Business. We just finished jamming on the sounds of previous guest here on the program, Wise 100 Doors, with his anthem for the city we shoot this show in, Hermosa Beach, California. Of course, that was Wise 100 Doors with his hit, Welcome to Hermosa. And sticking with our theme throughout all of Rocktober, we are featuring professional music videos from previous guests throughout our entire first season that have already appeared here on the show, but I wanted to show you videos of all of them. So, moving right along, remember when Zach West came by? Yes, all the ladies were replying online. So check out my main man, Zach West, and his official music video for Fire, the acoustic version, right here, only on What's the Business.
Should I say anything? Introduce the song? Or just start playing? I think we should start playing. Okay. I can move when I speak. I can love in my dreams. Is it just me? Or am I fading? There is a fire deep inside. There is a fire, but it's all over now. If we all die tonight, then our lives are wasted. Don't let this die tonight, 'cause I just can't take it. If we all die tonight, then our lives are wasted. Don't let this die tonight, 'cause I just can't take it. Somewhere the ashes blow and carry away with the wind. And when this fire dies, another will be reborn. But it's over now. Yeah, it's over now. And if we all die tonight, then our lives are wasted. Don't let this die tonight, 'cause I just can't take it. If we all die tonight, then our lives are wasted. Don't let this die tonight, 'cause I just can't take it. I just can't take it. I just can't take it.